Hi to future viewers. We are still in the prologue. We have unlocked 6 out of 54 trophies. I sadly have an annoying glitch. I have weapons equipped to Verdanger, but they don't appear in battle, and I cannot command them to attack. Just using abilities with Verdanger and keep struggling through.
Be quiet. We don't want to be overheard.
I thought,
Oh, if it isn't my favorite treasure hunters. Oh.
Since you were ready...
I'm sure with you, we want one of those. Oh, absolute.
Puedes sacarte el can.
Ja, es...
Lemat. Dentes ta... es...
Well...
Go.
You seem a little lost. Need some help?
Quai galas me oleg vridan am ger.
Faret esto samel sin. Nasto samel quen diam claden de vriden anduben an etalemem. Esto samesa loban. Jam to clade vintan lau. Si sta hawel de hetira renoixamen nama began, a goita kene.
Smeuns de doflanem. A de hedam.
Olei siu. A balden dani. A cantabeit end on olei hamsteram. Quan smeuin den eis dirnen bocht. Maraduer samel kom. Conscient nadach des, tausit magreda chaliedu. Asheda? Es mes quies. Boko vednik se, oleg arulam da nadach toame. Em abal samel sa, de denyasem ovunag, ak anedargnet, en aglede mar en sa gaudam, regt ma hanemam. Ose samel ma hirem, Fravins. Ato? Sme ons dent eduvan?
Kako nooit achtom. Nas jent oleg vregu fors me uni wind habertas. Agen ole hamsteras jam rendem komale.
Es samel knedam jam ren. To ame, da he krechtom sam. Minund ni da holeg.
What do you think about this continent they've brought us to?
Brought? Deported or thrown would be more correct. I don't know what to tell you. It's such a strange place. Everything is huge and ominous, other than nature, which seems to be in constant suffering. The rivers are stale, the hills are bare, and the soil is poor. Here there is no healing song from the one of 1,000 faces. There is just an atrocious and deafening lament that echoes my own anger.
With everything that happened, we never really had a chance to talk about our bonding ceremony again.
It's true. It feels like 1,000 years ago. But if you don't mind, I'd rather talk about it in our own language. Fragole jasjord, es bignek dau lech dam, da gret dau emes olevir. So kontabu je digret chal da vujet nes diri. Da gontabe di at hanalidi, agereudi at gredes, oid venei en maglebem. Da elu de helugedon mil feteni. Onessa godom and, so kontel. Sa med radido nes diern. Ja flint me. Ha sa ned samach das glod. Sido. Age hamsteram seg, boat hagos en enik nes nodoigi. Demas yes. Bokoloen me. Kontabe kosag. Ko hontach, kanes henesem nes wiem. Renduer sa ole des. Mache ol tegedachte he gauam. Sagato. Quod boe voglendidad. Contabe de sequesa sam?
Is komem kam samel ma bode des? E god nes dirnia mevas? E shionau age khe ja lid varma vasam. Aka rod? Samel tier ja snegdet siesenem. A kante buid da vied on kahe betom ole am. Kanes henesem. Ages virto. In nadoig, ko hagos ja toigt samel da vuletides. Na sentam vregu fors me unides sa Amsterdam oleg.
Name kassin, Aridenger. Name kassin.
See you later.
Boy.
Yes? Do you need anything?
See you.
Of course.
Now that we're a safe distance from the prison, I imagine you're expecting me to introduce myself? Sybil de Vespe, at your service. But you must have questions. Who is this mysterious woman, really? How does she manage to remain so elegant after crossing through the sewers in half of Tainea?
Why did you come and free us from prison?
Because it was fun, of course. Like any spoiled noblewoman, I'm desperately bored, and any distraction is welcome. I jest. I simply did my best to respond adequately to my good friend Alvida's request. I wouldn't refuse your thanks, but it would be more fitting for you to thank our kind-hearted Naut.
How did you manage to enter the prison? You didn't poison all the guards?
No, as you were able to see for yourself. It just so happens that I am. Rather, I was a diplomat in Alima. I was a representative of the merchant congregation there. It gave me a number of privileges, including the right to visit most of the city's official buildings.
You seem quite well equipped for a diplomat.
I'm a de Vesp. We're born with a sword in one hand and a vial of poison in the other.
Why did you come with us? Someone like you must have better things to do than follow a group of freshly escaped Tirfredians.
Better things to do, perhaps, but this journey has an absolutely delicious taste of adventure about it. But alas, the truth is far more mundane. After organizing your escape, it would have been difficult for me to keep my position as a diplomat. And besides, let's just say that Alima's climate was beginning to take a toll on my health.
How do you always manage to make light of everything that happens, as if nothing really mattered?
Believe me, a lot of things are important to me. But derision and levity have saved my life more than once. When you're born into a family like mine, steeped in conspiracy and surrounded by murder, when tragedy and horror are daily occurrences, humor is the only way to keep from sinking into madness. I've seen firsthand what madness can drive us to. All I had to do was look at my dear cousin Octave. No doubt you had a very different childhood.
It's true, I haven't experienced murder and conspiracy, but things haven't always been perfect. My father died when I was a child. He was killed while out hunting. My mother found his body. She was never the same after that. But despite it all, I was lucky. The whole village was there for me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why, but I imagined your life was peaceful before you were taken. We have such an idyllic vision of life on your island. I should have known it was just a fantasy.
You seem very proud of your family. They rule over a city, if I understand correctly.
The ancient city of Peren, the oldest inhabited city on the continent, if local legend is to be believed. My family, the de Vesps, have been merchant princes there for generations. No other family in the city would be mad or suicidal enough to claim the title anyway. You see, my family has made assassination their art and manipulation their language. And an unquenchable thirst for power pulses through our veins. However, we are no longer the leaders of the congregation, as Peren has lost some of its influence. That honor belongs to the Dorsays, the princes of Serene, and of course every member of our family has sworn to take the title from them. My uncle is His Highness Alexandre de Vesp I, assisted in his sinister plans by my cousin Octave, whose name alone is enough to make one tremble in fear. Between you and me, they're all obsessive murderers who have been driven mad by inbreeding and idleness. But their name still opens many doors, which could be useful to us.
You mentioned you were a diplomat in Alima. What exactly was your role?
I was the legate, which is a way of saying I was the congregation's ambassador to Alima, at your service. I represented our nation in this great city, which, while though it's not a capital, is a major city in the Bridge Alliance. My job there was to further the congregation's commercial and diplomatic interests. I had to make sure certain agreements were reached, and sometimes I had to keep others from being signed. It's a rather boring job, to be honest. The only good part about it is that you're invited to attend ever so many parties and banquets.
You called Alvida a good friend. However did the diplomat and the Naut become close?
I met Alvida when she was a sailor on the ship that took me to Alima. We hit it off quickly, even though it may be hard to believe when you look at me today. I was a little nervous at the idea of being all alone in a foreign country. She introduced me to the beauty of travel and discovery. We met again in Alima later, when she was visiting. During one of our last encounters, she helped me out of a tricky situation, even though she didn't have to. It was the first time someone had done something for me without expecting anything in return. That's rare, especially when you're a Devesp. My, just listen to me, getting all sentimental. The reason doesn't matter much in the end. We're friends, that's all.
Let's talk about it later.
Always at your service.
I wanted to tell you how sorry I am about what happened to your friend Shada. Losing her must have been terrible. You were close, and she died in such an unfair, cruel way. I am so sorry for your loss. If you ever need someone to talk to, I'd be very happy to listen.
What were you doing on the ship that kidnapped us if you didn't approve of their actions?
When you're a common sailor, you can't choose which ship you embark on. And you can't choose your missions, or what you're transporting. Like most Knots, I disapprove of carrying forced passengers. And believe me, I said just that to my captain at the time. But alas, he's the kind of person who puts profit above conscience, enriching the guild rather than adhering to its original spirit. I'll do my best to redeem my people and convince them to stop the trafficking.
Have you and Sybil known each other for a long time?
We met a few years ago, when I was a deckhand on the ship that brought her to Alima. We hit it off right away. And we saw each other several times while she was working. We became friends. And when I was looking for a way to get you out of jail, she was the first person who came to mind. She's resourceful, but also funny. You should see her impression of her uncle. She's incredible.
I won't bother you any longer.
See you soon.
Yes? Boy.
Show them what we're made of!
Fleon Gwencha to Kavina.
Now I'm going to have to buy some new armor.
Shatokaviem.
My armor is completely ruined!
Got trophy 7 out of 54.
So.
A bit of action.
No quarter!
Shatokavim.
This woman doesn't seem to realize that she risks death, brave as she is. We should lend her a hand.
You.
I'm wounded! Someone heal me!
We've lost one of ours. We must triumph! At least I won't die at the end of a rope. I'm the only one left to save them all.
This woman doesn't seem to realize that she risks death, brave as she is. We should lend her a hand. Show them what we're made of!
Und wench a tocavi.
Careful, darling! You look dreadful! I'm wounded!
There's one less of us! We can't let them win!
Show them what we're made of!
Now I'm going to have to buy some new armor. I'm hurt! I need healing!
At least I won't die at the end of a rope. At least I won't die at the end of a rope.
I'm wounded! Someone heal me! Careful, darling!
We've lost one of ours. We must triumph.
Fliund wench at Okavien.
We've lost one of ours. We must triumph. May the shadows crush you!
The woman succumbed to her injuries.
As we remained idle, it's no surprise.
Maybe. One thing is certain, she was not in these ruins by chance. According to the note we found on her, she came here to look for an old weapon.
Many a warrior, aristocrat, and ambitious kind who see themselves as a Lecco reborn dream of finding this weapon. After all, it is said that whoever wields it will reunite the continent. But frankly, it is all just a myth.
Somebody's there! At last! I thought I'd starved to death in this hole!
What happened? What are you doing down there?
I fell. It was a stupid accident. Would you be so kind as to get me out of here?
But how could you fall into this? This hole is clearly visible.
I suppose you could say I became absorbed by my thoughts. I'm a sculptor, you see. I came here to get inspired by these ruins, and while I was marveling at these wonders, I wasn't really looking where I was going. Well, now that you know how absent-minded I am, could you get me out of here?
We'd need a rope.
Please, find one, and come back to help me. I'd make it worth your while. I've just made a sculpture in the style of these ruins. I'll gladly give it to you if you get me out of here. You'll get a great price for it.
We'll be back as soon as we found something we can use to get you out of there.
Nuent var hasta hetaleme.
I'm wounded! I'm hurt! I need healing!
We've lost one of ours. We must triumph.
Someone help me!
Heal yourself, or you won't last much longer. At least I won't die at the end of a rope.
water. It sounds like some...
To the pagans!
Let's show them what we're made of! We're missing something to make this work.
I thought I saw something.
Be quiet. We don't want to be overheard.
Is anybody there?
My armor is broken!
I can't believe it. You're such great warriors. Come on, let's go to our people. They'll make you feel right at home. You'll see. Let me see your map. This is where our camp is.
This place is different from the rest. As if it were older. There is something here. A sort of moaning sound. It's almost as if I can hear the earth sobbing beneath my feet. At last! We'll soon be with our own kind.
That's the first time I've seen you smile. It's not exactly paradise here, though. Your people must have been in hiding for months, scavenging for food every which way to survive.
Greetings, Donegad. You have chosen strange friends.
Quid vregdi, Casaradoixa.
Rootless. You can feel what I feel, can't you? There is something powerful here. At home, it would be a place of connection. The earth is speaking. It's shouting.
Again, hadregtes brotumer. Perde haul fradem sadio, ober da has kagarantanui. You're the one Kenkol's worker, aren't you?
That's the nickname he gave me. My name is Ludwig.
Welcome, Ludwig. The things you brought us have been a great help. And I see that this time you've brought us some of our own people.
Yes, yes. Like you, they were taken from your island. They were imprisoned and escaped.
All our people are welcome here.
Adloche daraval. Esme Nilan. Ages evriden ger. Esni donegada e korei e shantamen lag.
Fridan ger. Es anum yori. Sagia berad crimoderum dadesa. Oi riden de loban carriden on gervelda chamqual nadaktansan. Avar satir to Cladmir Oledes. And who are your other companions in this land?
My name is Sybil de Vesp, former legate of the congregation in Alima. Now I'm on the run. Thank you for your hospitality.
We're happy to have you here. And even if we don't have much, we'll gladly share it. As you will soon learn for yourselves, our sanctuary is extremely precarious. Although we are free, we must remain hidden, or risk being imprisoned again. Some of our people are sick and weakened by the ordeal they've been through. And we are short on everything. Any help you can offer will be most welcome. But I don't want to burden you. You must be tired. I'll let you settle in and get to know each other. Quod cantabate? Sint varedi duis?
Forgive my ignorance, but unfortunately I don't understand a word of what you're saying.
I can speak your language. Even if here in this refuge, it brings back bad memories.
Can we help you in any way?
Of course. Feel free to ask around. I'm sure your help will be appreciated.
How did you come to settle here?
I was one of the first, along with a few others, to discover this place. We'd escaped from a caravan that was passing through the area. We were going to be traded like goods. I felt the power of this place despite its tainted nature, and eventually discovered the entrance to this cave. It's not really comfortable, but it makes for a good hiding place. There are fish, and we also find fruit on the surrounding trees when we can go out at night. Thanks to Ken, we were able to bring others here. But our little community is suffering. This mainland doesn't suit us. It's constantly screaming its rage, and the people here think we're nothing but beasts. If only we could return to Diafradi.
Do you know anything about the origins of this place?
Not really. It has power. That much is obvious. More even than in our places of connection. But it's sick. Out of curiosity, I studied the engravings in the ruins that can be found here. They depict figures with human faces, but their attributes evoke spirits of natural forces. I think people on this mainland worshipped those spirits here a very long time ago. Maybe that's what gave this place its power. Or it could be the other way around.
We'll leave you to it.
See you soon. And take time to rest.
How can I help you?
If I've understood correctly, you're from the land they call Dutan?
That's right. The Holy Dutan Empire. I suppose you'd like me to tell you more about it. It could be a beautiful place to live. It's vast, full of beautiful forests and rich lands. That's most likely because it's soaked in the blood of the poor souls who were sacrificed to the folly of the powerful. For my country has always been at war. Or at least it has been for so long that no person alive knows the meaning of the word peace. We're at war with the Alliance, of course, as the Dutan Empire follows the path of the Enlightened. But we are also at war with ourselves. Ever since a new holy man challenged the organization of all things spiritual as imposed by Ptolemy, the nobles and princes have taken sides. Following whoever best serves their interests, of course. And as usual, the people are those who pay the price. Not only are they sent to the slaughter against the Alliance troops, they must also shed blood at home by killing their brethren in the service of the local noblemen and their loyalties of the day. A beautiful country indeed.
How long have you known Alvida?
It's been some time now. I've had dealings with Nauts on several occasions in the hope of using their ships. Those who agree to traffic contraband are few and far between, and they are unreliable. They're even more unscrupulous than I am. Alvida isn't one of them. She's not like that, and she let me know the moment we met. She's an idealist. I understand her point of view, and I think she understands mine. Though she doesn't approve of my dealings, she defends some causes that are dear to me. And now that she owes me, I know I can count on her help. Provided, of course, that what I ask for doesn't offend her vision of the Nauts.
Why did you become a smuggler?
I'd rather not discuss that if you don't mind, especially with someone I barely know. But since you're asking, I haven't always been a smuggler. I used to be a soldier. If you absolutely need a reason for what I do, Just tell yourself that I've had my fill of the horrors of war. Or maybe you think I'm a coward, or that I'm only motivated by greed. I am what I am.
I think you mentioned you were a wanted man?
You can't be a smuggler without ending up on the hit list at some point. My trade annoys a lot of people, and the few attacks my friends and I carried out on convoys annoyed them even more. Put all that together and add in my past, and you'll find me at the top of the list. If you needed money and weren't wanted yourself, you could claim a handsome bounty by turning me in.
I've seen you use magic in battle. A different kind of magic.
Yeah, that's one of life's little jokes. I had no talent for it, or at least I never realized it when I was on the front lines. When I switched careers and my disgust for all that religious garbage was at its peak, I discovered I had a gift. Apparently, the enlightened has a sense of humor. Now, I can do a little magic, but I can't use the rings. Even if I'd had this talent before, I would have never gotten very far in the Mateist hierarchy.
As a smuggler, you're always on the move. What's that like? Isn't it tiring to live without any attachments?
It's not the life I would have chosen if I'd had the choice, you know? I would have liked a quiet life on a plot of land with my family. But the war stole that dream away from me. I was forced to follow the local nobleman into battle, and it was chaos. Nothing but blood and guts and death. Finally, I left all that, left everything behind, it's true. It haunts me every day, no matter how hard I try to survive. But the ties I once had cost me far too dearly. Or let's say they cost too much to the people I loved. Well, at least I'm not alone out here on the road anymore. You're here too, in spite of yourself. What's it like for you?
I have to keep going. I don't have much of a choice. But I miss my loved ones every day. Those who stayed behind on our island, and the ones I've lost for good and won't see again.
I'm sorry. I know what that's like, and there's no greater pain than being cut off from a part of yourself. Your memories, however painful, can sometimes help you. They can provide a glimmer of hope in this endless misery. Don't let them fade away. Keep the most beautiful moments to dream about, and use the hardest ones to fuel your anger. You'll need it.
We'll talk later.
I'll always be here if you need me.
I miss Sheda so much. Sometimes something happens to us, and I go to tell her about it before realizing that she'll never be able to listen to me again. It's like a stab to the heart. Every time.
At veldes en boot kontrean ir nes luchtos vartsatir.
Na, od vel duen bodonea oilio to kladunten es hennesem. Sog, na dagom agojetnem em fleudende da hadgom frangi. Es an tu saudi. Samele toise medi koreina ui. Agan hamsteram sam. Es an targo kassin. Foret es slont em fodekt und ranes luftos. Ag an kenaidun da doigi essa. Oila samelni. Jo es kwelste vind valiem, de hedoneje ja karent. Echter gwelshet vir de hadregau.
See you later.
Boy.
How can I help you?
Let's always...
Look, it's Lair from the Black Isles. We crossed paths during a ceremony with both our clans, remember?
Ariden ger. Esata harragau da eludem. Radita garat nilang kud galundar samelsa. Navrek sa enig. Es anum ya linet encomem. Anum ya bert ad londem flan essa. And Walker, you came too.
I've still got a few things to check before we set off again.
I'm glad you've come all this way with us. Stay as long as you like.
How are you doing after all this excitement?
Fine, thanks to you. Those fools treated me well, but it wouldn't have lasted if they'd sold me. I'm a little afraid to go fishing in the same place again, though. I'll have to find another spot, and get someone to fix my harpoon. It suffered more from the fight than I did.
Would you like me to try and mend your harpoon? I come from a fishing village and I'm familiar with this variety of tools.
The shining scales. Yes, I heard. You could say we're lucky in our misfortune. Here you go.
It's lost a bit of its balance, but at least you'll soon be back to fishing.
Thank you very much. The winds that carried you to us were truly blessed.
If I can be of any help, let me know.
You say you hail from Teleme. What can you tell me about your country?
My country? It's almost strange to put it that way, even though it is true that I was born there. Teleme is vast, greener and less arid than Tainea. Numerous cities budding with towers and belfries pierce our horizons. The most magnificent among them is the capital, Montorga. The Council of Cardinals rules from there. They are both our highest political and religious authority, and they wield powerful magic. But that's a paltry description that lacks personality, isn't it? In truth, Teleme is vastly complex and utterly beautiful. I hope one day to return. The way the sunlight dances over the church rooftops at dawn is a warmth I often miss.
What are you doing in Tainea? Are they not?
I had to leave my country. I was banished after an unfortunate incident. I could have gone to Peren. It would have been less of a challenge. I did in fact travel through there before arriving in Olima. But there were too many things that reminded me of my home country, and too many people from Teleme who bore grudges because of my actions. Going to Tainea was a risky leap into the complete unknown, but it offered me the chance to have a new life.
Do you know anything about the ruins here? They're different than the ruins in our homeland.
I don't know anything about the ruins in your lands. But these ruins are similar to all the ruins found in the southern parts of the continent. They are the marks of an ancient civilization that lived and thrived here long before us, the Astrians. In those days, they had managed to unite the entire continent under a single banner, which seems unthinkable today. But outside of a few surviving stories that speak of their celebrated general, I must admit that I don't know much else. Concerning these ruins in particular, they seem rather vast, and they were certainly the remains of a city in their time. Scholars from the Alliance love to study the stones in the hopes of finding some lost parcel of knowledge.
I crossed paths with missionaries from Teleme on Tirfredi. They spoke of your religion, but what can you tell me about it?
You already know that we worship a god that we call the Enlightened, and that Saint Matthias, his prophet, converted us to worshipping him. The Enlightened blesses us with his light, the source of all life, and offers some the gift of magic. I'm no expert in theology. I wasn't much of a student on the subject. I have a more instinctive approach, despite my gift. But if you are truly interested in the topic, it won't be hard to find entire books on the subject.
Are you a believer as well?
Yes. Are you not yourself a believer, even though your divinity goes by a different name? How can one not believe when the Enlightened, or the god you worship, blesses you with the power to defy the laws of nature? I know well that the Alliance thinks it is nothing more than a phenomenon they've yet to explain. And I'm sure that in the end, a scientific explanation will be found for everything. But I do not share their opinion.
I must leave you.
See you later.
I'm listening.
I had no idea there were so many natives of my island on this continent. Did you know?
I suspected as much. I know the ship I served on is far from the only one transporting your people. Transporting. Kidnapping would be more accurate, wouldn't it? However, I would never have imagined that our crimes were so great. And that we'd brought so many here. It shames and angers me. I'm so dreadfully sorry that our guild is involved in this.
What does being a Knot mean to you? I get the impression that when you talk about the Knots, you talk about them as if they were your clan, your family.
That's true. I don't know what being part of a clan means to you, but the Knots are my family. Quite literally, to begin with. After all, my family are Knots, but it's more than just our lineage. The sea, the ships, Uxantis, our knowledge of navigation, and even the rules that govern us are all a part of me. Part of my history. I'm proud to be a Knot. I'm proud to ride the waves. Even if I'm not always proud of the things we agree to do on behalf of others. We're not really a people. The many Sea-Given who come from around the world are just as much Knots as I am. The thing that unites us is the belief that we share the sea. The sea is the bond we all share, and Uxantis is our home. I imagine it's an idea that must seem strange to an outsider.
Maybe a little. But your bond with and because of the sea reminds me of the bond we Donegada have with our island. No matter what clan we're from, we all share the same bond with the land of Tirfredi. We're all different, and the specific history of our clans makes us unique. Yet we also share a great deal of knowledge. Traditions that are handed down from generation to generation. And our land binds us together, creating a mutual understanding that's deeper than words, and a sense of belonging.
That's it. That's exactly it. I'm so happy you understand. There are so many people who only see us as merchants on ships, but I think we're much more than that.
I won't bother you any longer.
See you soon.
Ever quetsiad dad, siens tugiam na sient tranagu so ya an clywed end o redufen.
Na faber quidquins du. Na fravins on quest.
Hages arulam to do linkwid au oilem en quincy de quese isadama da hanadislan.
No. San caurto. Sag nasient. Asa vegum nasient.
If we are to take sides, you should tell us more about what you're arguing over.
I want to leave. I've spent enough time here recovering from our imprisonment. I know that more of our people are still prisoners, and I just can't sit here and do nothing about it.
And I want him to stay here with me. I'm afraid of this land that seethes with evil. I'm afraid of its violent inhabitants and what they might do to him. I don't want to lose my beloved because he wants to be a hero.
You say that more of our people are still prisoners. What do you know about it?
I know that when I escaped from the place where I was locked up, there were others who couldn't follow me. I can't imagine how they're suffering right now. Some were already gravely ill.
Where was it?
It was near their very large village, in huge rooms dug into the ground. I couldn't show you on a map, but I think I could find my way back.
You say you suffered. You weren't locked up with your husband?
No. When the journey on the great ship was over, I was taken to a place with the other women and young boys. A merchant traded us one after the other like goods. A man took me away and... I don't want to talk about what he did to me, I can't. But I know that people in this land are evil, and I never ever want to go through that again. And I don't want Virgo to leave me all alone.
Is this camp really safe?
Yes, we've been here for weeks, and no one has ever bothered us.
We've been hiding here like rats, only going out at night to find a bit of food. That's no way to live. And who's to say we won't be found sooner or later?
We won't stay here forever. Rumor has it that you're going to help us get back to Tefradi, right?
Indeed. My Nord friend has promised to do everything in her power to ensure that we can return home.
You see? Why risk our lives when we could just wait?
Sidmad, you've suffered a great deal, but Vargal is right. There are more of our people in danger, and only he knows where to find them. You must help them.
Thank you. I knew you'd understand.
Wait, there's more. You can't just leave your wife behind.
But she feels safer here.
It's because of you that she feels safe. She needs you to be with her. Besides, you'll be stronger together.
It's true that I'd rather stay here, but he's right. I want to be with you more than anything.
Beir tir sioleg, agaranten. We leave tomorrow at dawn, my beloved. Together, we'll free our people. You'll see.
Cair na sien sa oid canoidi e coidi. Quod quaguidem ma veruem. Madides me? Mendid da renau quesemen? Coid rai quesa alen ma meunde.
Siente vorroidu da already, mameunde?
Na estegam. Now calmi oleg da sa quesa.
Radna fledu casin. Es radoi se coid casur.
Boad hat duis da heveroidu. Adleredwe.
Tege iduis.
Adregdis. Quadradiude de ella.
Tege iduis.
Adreg.
Swiss ne. Da degedak velo ma sentem oragi eneden slanak, a tarakdak vredenap. Tegedame barigem.
Yes? Always at your...
What is it?
I'm...
Tirsimat, how do you feel?
To be finally free and surrounded by friends does wonders. But this earth has brought me some very mysterious dreams.
To me too. Dreams full of darkness and anger.
Many Donegada feel the same thing. This earth is sick.
Sick? What do you mean?
It's difficult to explain it to someone who is not bound.
When we were on our island, the bond gave us a feeling of...
Oh, no! 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 Maru!
Of course, an ambush.
Incredible. Shoot, but do not kill it. I want that thing alive!
Careful! She has lost all control of herself! Only a fool dares... Attacking the best.
I won't die at the end of a rope.
We've lost one of ours! I must remain focused.
Fiund wench at Ocavia.
I won't die at the end of a rope. At least I won't die at the end of a rope.
Fiund wench at Ocavia. We've lost one of ours. We must triumph.
At least I won't die.
You're bleeding. Let me help you. Fiund wench at Ocavia.
I won't die at the end of a rope.
You're bleeding. Let me help you.
It's no use. We cannot fight it. We must flee. Let's head for that boat.
Oh no!
To the boats!
Run! Everyone run!
No!
Hurry up! Everyone is aboard!
Hang in there, son! Damn it! She followed us. Get up, son! Hurry! Oh, no!
Come aboard, soldier! I'm not going to let you die!
Take more hand!
First boss fight. I did really well.
Watch out! It's going to get rough!
Got trophy 8 out of 54.
We can barely see! Talk dog! We're heading straight for the rocks! You saved us!
Not yet! Uxantis, my homeland!
Oh, happy to be back on solid ground. Welcome home, Alvida, and welcome to your guest. It was quite a feat to reach the island in that nutshell. An accomplishment worthy of a great captain. Speaking of which, you have been summoned by the Council of Admirals. Don't keep them waiting.
Thank you. I'll go and see them as soon as possible. You should come with me. I'm going to need to introduce you in any case. You are my guests here.
Very well. Lead the way.
This breeze is invigorating, don't you think?
Foreigners in a foreign land. The Isle of Knots.
Greetings.
You'd be better off talking to a captain. I'm just a sailor.
Fair winds.
You'd be better off talking to a captain. I'm just a sailor.
Hello. Are you lost?
The council is expecting us, and I'd rather not keep them waiting.
Enter through here. The Council of Admirals awaits you.
Ah, welcome home, Alvida, and welcome to you traveling with her.
Uxantis is delighted to have you here.
However, Alvida, you haven't been summoned here just to exchange pleasantries. Rather, we would like to understand how you got here.
Well, we had to leave the Tynean coast quickly. We had no choice but to take a fisherman's skiff. It's small, but strong. I thought I'd head straight for Uxantis, and that's what I did. I know the stars and the currents like the back of my hand, so I had no trouble finding my way back to our island.
You made it through the Serpent's fans in this nutshell, without losing a passenger.
That's right. My companions can confirm that we didn't lose anyone at sea.
Although it's unfortunate that you had to borrow this vessel, you've accomplished quite a feat in sailing it all the way here.
No one has managed to sail through the Fangs in such a small boat in over 100 years.
It seems only logical to me that we should nominate our Nort sister Alvida for the title of captain, so that she might have a decent ship at last.
I second this proposal. Let's give her a ship.
I also support this proposal. She shall have her ship.
Very well. I am recording our Nort sister Alvida in the register as a new captain.
You'll be able to return to the sea soon, Alvida, as soon as we can get you a ship. In the meantime, you'll have to add to your tattoos. You know where to go. We've already informed the Ink Mistress. Your friends can go with you, or they can wait for you at the inn. Remember that on this island, as when at sea, you are responsible for your guests, since they aren't Norts.
The council has ruled and adjourned. Away.
Captain Alvida. That has a fine ring to it. I'm very proud of what you've accomplished.
Oh, thank you.
Young people, I don't know you, but you're very fortunate to have crossed paths with this woman. Here she's responsible for your conduct, so be worthy of it.
Do the Nords always have 2 admirals? And what exactly is their role?
No, we don't always have 2 admirals. We've had as many as 6. Until recently, there were 3 of us. But old Placido decided to retire. As for our role, we are the defenders of the Guild's spirit. Its decision makers. We each look after a part of the fleet, and meet as a council when necessary.
Voice sounds familiar.
When a sailor must stand trial, when there's a business decision to be made that affects the entire Guild, that sort of thing. I'm in charge of the Continental Fleet. Admiral Cabral is in charge of all travel to your island.
How do you see the Nords? Do you see them as sailors only? As merchants?
Just a few centuries ago, there were only a handful of ragged fishermen on this rock, who starved when the sea was rough. But those who came before me used the inhabitants' gift for navigation to transform it into the base of a prosperous guild. Most foreigners see us as simple sailors, but we're far more than that. We're ship owners. We design and build our own vessels. We're also explorers who open new routes on the seas and discover unknown lands. And finally, we offer our transport services to the different nations and are paid handsomely for them, which allows us to go even further with better ships. I know you must resent some of the services we provide, but we're not responsible for what our customers put into our holds.
We should refuse to transport people without their consent. It's horrific. They're not animals.
My dear, if you become an admiral, you can propose this to the council. I personally wouldn't risk it. The entire livelihood of this island and of the guild depends on the contracts we have with our customers. It's cruel, but that's the way it is.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Congratulations! You must be happy to see that the Council has acknowledged your talent.
Yes, it's an honor. There's nothing like recognition from your peer. Watch out. That woman coming towards us is Bridge Alliance. What do you want?
Only to speak to you and to warn you.
Warn us? Or threaten us? My friends have already suffered enough from your...
Please. I am no threat. Let me introduce myself. My name is Safia. I am an explorer and cartographer, and I'm indeed from the Bridge Alliance. From your reaction, I take it you suffered at the hands of the people of my nation, and for this I am truly sorry. I know that some of my people can be extremely cruel to the natives of Tir Fredi. However, I am not one of them. I believe that knowledge is the greatest treasure of all, but it is gained through discussion, not slaughter.
You said you wanted to warn us about something.
There is an emissary from my nation here in Uxantis, and she's a member of a faction that has a very contemptuous view of those from your island. They believe your people should be enslaved, or worse yet, used for experiments. This emissary isn't alone. There are guards with her. I wanted to warn you to be careful. It's very possible that she means to harm you.
What are you doing in Uxantis?
A most excellent question. I'd also add, who invited you? Foreigners aren't allowed to stay in Uxantis unless they have an invitation. So?
As I told you, I'm an explorer and a cartographer. I've been exchanging letters with the head of your library for years. I sent him a few of my maps, which he kindly corrected, and I've gathered information for him on occasion during my travels. He invited me here so we could finally meet. I'm not allowed into the library, but our conversations have taught me much, and I couldn't pass up the chance to visit the Nort's famed island.
Thank you for coming to find us, but now we must go.
I won't keep you any longer. But please, be careful. Be wary of the emissary and her men.
You wanted to speak to me?
Yes. I owe you an apology. And my thanks. I killed your friend back on the island. And I'm responsible for capturing you. I don't expect you to forgive me. I was following orders. And trying to protect my men. And as a result, not only did I hurt some good people, but now they're all dead. I lost everything. I'm nothing now. I know it's no excuse for what I did to you, and that my present situation won't bring you any comfort. But know that I'll do everything I can to repay my debt to you.
The man you killed on that island was not only our friend. He was our master. You are the reason we were uprooted from our land. And Sheda died too. I do not know why Alvida decided to save you. I would have let you die.
I understand. I too would have let the man who killed my master die.
My uncle would have had you drawn and quartered for your crimes, but not before torturing you to reveal everything you know about our enemy first. But perhaps you will prove forthcoming, without us having to torment you.
I'll tell you everything you want to know. The man who followed you is named Kernaz. And I owe him nothing.
Kernaz, you say? So it's him.
Your hands are stained with the blood of our people. But you have also lost much. I accept your apology.
You won't regret it.
How did you find yourself in Kernaz's troops?
In the simplest manner you can imagine. I was assigned to the Green-Blue Regiment a few years back, and I was placed under his command when he was still just an officer.
Got trophy 9 of 54.
He took notice. When he was made general, he assigned me to his personal guard.
What can you tell me about the Coin Guard?
It's a guild of mercenaries. It was created after the War of Independence of the Free Cities. Many people had fought and didn't know how to do much else. So they went and joined this guild, and they started to sell their services to other nations. And from generation to generation, men and women kept on joining up. Our reputation is our pride, and we are employed by both sides of conflicts between warring countries. It's common to confront other members of the guild on the battlefield. Brother killing sister, and vice versa in the name of foreign nations. We are pawns on the chessboard, but without us, battles and victories wouldn't be possible.
Why were you on Tirfradi? Did Kernaz send you there?
When Kernaz recruited me, he appreciated the fact I challenged his strategies. We became rather close. But as time passed, he took to liking my questions less and less. And my ideas even less than that. So he started assigning me to missions that took me farther away from him, including the mission to Tirfredi. He needed island test subjects for his scientists. He didn't tell me anything else. And I did as I was ordered. Even though I regret it today, I obeyed.
How did you end up in that cavern on Esquiara?
When you escaped, Kernaz was notified immediately. We knew that a great many islanders were fleeing. Rarely from prisons, but from the noble houses they'd been sold to. He wanted to find you to make an example. And he had you followed by scouts. He kept the troops back, ready to strike when he'd find you. He was elated to discover that your little group had joined a community of islanders. As soon as the troops were ready, he gave the order to attack. And you know the rest.
Goodbye, Till.
See you soon.
Good grief, this whole affair is messed up. My companions must be waiting for me in the Dutan Empire. No offense intended, but I really hadn't planned to join you for so long.
We'll talk later.
I'll always be here if you need me.
Welcome to the Fishing Mermaid. What'll it be?
Thank you. Goodbye.
Come back soon. We're open at all hours.
Yes? What do you want to talk about?
I must leave you. See?
You'd be better off talking to a captain. I'm just a sailor.
Stop!
Access...
Throwing knives, sabers, and... Looking for a sword? I've got...
This breeze is invigorating, don't you think?
Hello? Welcome to my workshop. I'm the Ink Mistress, and before you ask, no, I don't tattoo foreigners.
Hello, Mistress. I'm no foreigner. And the council sent me.
Alvida! Everyone's talking about you. Your father must be so proud. Sailing to our island in a skiff. I don't think I've ever recorded such a feat in ink. It will be an honor to mark you, Captain.
Thank you.
Now come over here and sit down. I hope your friends are patient. This is gonna take a while. There. Now everyone can take one look at you, and they'll know who you are and what you've accomplished. Take care of the ink for the next few days. The scars will be sore.
Oh, I know. I remember the last time I was here. Thank you, Mistress. Goodbye.
Hello, can I help?
Savages and traitors to their race!
The enemy is here! They'll miss the sea that gave them life! Someone heal me!
We've lost one of ours. We must triumph. My armor's no good anymore. I'm the only one left to save them all.
Savages and traitors to their race! We'll... teach you your... true place.
My armor is broken!
Flee und wench to Safia.
I need a hand!
We've lost one of ours. We must triumph.
I'm hurt! Careful, darling! You look...
We've lost one of ours.
Savages and... Traitors to their race. We'll teach you. Your true place.
My armor is broken.
We've lost one of ours. We must triumph!
Careful, darling. You look dreadful. Losing an ally makes things a bit more complicated. There's no need to panic. I can do this.
Savage! And traitors to their race! We'll... teach you your true place.
Let's show them what we're made of!
We've lost one of ours. We must triumph.
Now I'm going to have to buy some new armor.
Help! I need a hand!
We've lost...
I'm wounded!
We've lost one of ours. We must triumph. I'm the only one left to save them all.
Savages and traitors to their race!
One of ours. We must... We've lost one of ours. We must triumph.
Help! I need a hand!
I'm the only one left to save them all. My armor's not good anymore.
I will end the stream here.